Dude, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 people? They got 13 at least? Alright, I'm just gonna sit down here in the scav co-op extract and we'll watch the chase. Chad, someone scav in my raid and extract with me. Alright, where's the link? Where's the link? Oh, I got it. Why is it Spanish? Dos motociclistas. Wait, where's the actual... Shouldn't they split up? Why are they staying together? They're just on dirt bikes too. Oh, are they splitting up now? Oh, his boy's losing him. Uh-oh. Yo, honestly, just tap him off the back of the bike. Just give him a little tap right on the back. Okay.
Tony, here for extra.
Oh! Yo, you're a f***ing god, bro. Holy shit. Bro. No way. What a legend. Yo, what a f***ing G. Dude. Who the f*** was that? You're sick. Oh my god. What a f***ing guy. That's insane.
This is a new one for me.
Yeah, what a f***ing G. Oh my god.
These two young men
absolute legend.
Their bikes afternoon making its way here through the East LA area. These two young men on what appear to be their bikes, no helmet, are evading the CHP as well as the LA County Sheriff's Department. It's a pursuit that we first heard about on the 710 freeway near the 60.
Oh, they might say why it started.
They were going the wrong way, using the right shoulder. The surveillance mode appears to be working. They have slowed their speeds down significantly, but we saw a number of close calls. And early on in this pursuit, right before we were overhead, we did hear that they had actually tried to pit a unit, to pit another motorcycle unit that was chasing them.
Wait,
I did hear, fortunately, the unit said that they were fine, they were code 4, everything was good, but clearly it's been a dangerous
Wait, there was a motorcycle unit chasing them and they hit the cop
in that way.
with a dirt bike?
And it provides an interesting dynamic, Eliana, because when we went to you, seconds before we went to you, I saw they were on the sidewalk at one point. Needless to say how reckless and dangerous that is, and then they move right back into traffic.
How does that happen? They're on a dirt bike.
A lot faster than any cruiser on the ground can.
Failure to yield is always going to be on top of the list when we have any
on his
because
phone.
That's pretty much just they refuse to stop when the police try to pull them over, and of course they can get them for at least
how ignorant do you have to be?
Speaking of reckless driving, the person on the white bike looks to be texting and driving, if you will, and then it looks like they're going to split here. What split are we talking again here, Eliana?
So we're right at the East LA interchange where
they're
10,
setting up a plant, like a pickup or something,
and the
for sure.
All come together. So we'll see which freeway they pick. I really won't know until they complete the transition.
Okay. I've also seen them look
up into the sky. There's no way you can hear the dude talking to him.
Assuming maybe, you know,
there's no shot, dude.
Or just maybe looking
he can't hear
out to see
shit on that phone. He's straight.
Or the sheriff's choppers overhead. Where are we
hear
now?
me?
So we're still in the Boyle Heights area. So right at the split between the 5 and the 60. I think they did complete that transition, I believe, to the 60 East. And
I'm running from the police.
What the CHP is planning to do on this one?
You adopted some geese.
They tend to slow down a little bit, drive a little bit better.
They can't.
So we'll see
you
how
need
much
bikes
the
to
CHP
chase
can do
this.
on this one with their inability to weave in and out of traffic the way that
where
these
are the
two
motorcycle units?
Yeah, we saw a great example of that just now. The CHP officer got right behind them, but then no, they're able to maneuver and now
Where's
take off.
Bussin' at? We need Bussin' on
Yeah, and I just heard that officer that we saw.
Get Bussin' in here.
He can't chase them. He says there's too much traffic. I need to cancel. So we won't see that unit get directly behind these guys. And in a way, I think it might be for the best because when those units are directly behind them, we have seen them drive a lot more recklessly.
All right, let's see what they're going to do right now.
They need like a box truck under a highway, and they need to just pull up into the back of it and then drive off.
To be able to get behind them, but I don't know. They're back now on the
other
side.
That would be some real heist shit.
Right there in traffic, splitting now. Look at this.
Wrong way traffic, bro. What a idiot.
This
Look
is
at this
concerning. The
dumbass.
young man in
Are
the blue
you serious?
bike, he's the wrong way, so that is very dangerous.
Bro, you're
right
on
now,
the
his friend's gonna go
No,
wrong
it's
way.
both
You're
of them.
on the fucking high world. What are you doing?
They just want they just want an accident to happen at this point. That is wild. Some of these antics that we're seeing.
Bro, that is literal. If you get hit doing that, you're dead.
Now westbound 60.
That is death.
Okay, so obviously that was somewhat of a plan that they had to do that, or they're following one another. Leads me to believe that maybe they are going to try to, you know, hook up with someone, like have a car, have a place to go. But otherwise, it's just a joyride that is very dangerous.
Hey there, Jonathan. Yeah, and as Officer Quintero was talking, the two riders made the transition to west on 105. Yeah, and look at this. My pilot was just pointing these guys out to me. He says it's a group of bikers.
Oh shit!
That is.
We're missing it.
I'm not going to say joining the pursuit, but perhaps they were just in the area. Let's cross our fingers. But this
is he throwing the middle finger up?
Effort here by our two guys in the pursuit to try to blend in with a group of riders. But
he's flipping them off.
It just so happened to be, I guess, that there was a group of riders in the general area. We're just off of Imperial Highway, which runs parallel to the 105 freeway.
He called his boys.
We're near the Wilmington Avenue exit. I'll widen out the shot so we can see how many guys are out here. There's a few guys doing wheelies. Oh my gosh.
Holy
okay.
shit!
Yeah, this is interesting. I can't say that.
Bro, they just pulled up with like 15 dudes.
That they just happen to fall into a group of other riders. We do know that one guy in the pursuit, the one on the white bike, he was on his phone for an awful long time. So I don't know if he got his friends to come out
what
here
is
with him.
LA?
If he did, and if they were
what is LA? This is not a real place, man.
Then they're all going to be detained.
This is not a real place.
But to make something that was already dangerous even more dangerous by adding more riders is beyond me.
All right, I guess we're just going to have to wait and see if these other riders stick with them and are with them, or if they're just trying to convince them to pull over. But right now, they are sticking with them, and it is a bunch. This is the strangest thing. I tell you what, but it looks like maybe they're not going to stick with them. So maybe they were just trying to convince them.
So here we are.
They're stopping for gas.
This, Eliana. I meant to bring this up earlier. We've seen crazy things like this happen.
They're getting gas.
They pull over and get gas right in the middle of a chase. And then they're good for another 50 to 80 miles. And no, they're clearly with these people. This is not a coincidence.
No, it's not.
What is going on?
I mean, I can't call 12 people to come save me in a pursuit, and somehow these guys, they get their buddies to come out in a very coordinated effort on their bikes as well, and they're getting gas. They really are getting gas. How can this be possible? Well, there's no units here.
They haven't paid for anything yet.
We've got the helicopters overhead. We've got
Joey's
the helicopters
giving him his
overhead.
He's going to pay.
He's paying for the gas.
The friend is going to pay.
What a I need a friend like that for real. I mean, like these guys, but like I need a friend like that.
Before the units pull up.
That's a friend right there. I ain't gonna lie.
It was just the helicopters. So the helicopters are now coordinating the response here from the ground units to try to get some patrol units to the Chevron gas station to detain these guys. And now they're not only going to be focusing on the two original individuals, they're also going to want to detain all of the guys that came out to help them as well. But you can see the guy on the white bike already fueled up.
Damn, he fueled up his bike that fast?
In the blue, who is
are they going to put it back? Or is he going to just throw the handle?
I the shot just a bit. I want to see if we
is
see
he putting it back?
No
way, right? He's just going to throw it on the floor?
Now we don't see it anymore. We're right at Imperial Avenue and Success. There goes the friend there doing
no, they're all fueling.
But again, we see the rider there on the
Wait, hold on. Couldn't they go to the payments on that pump?
Try to shake it to try
and
to
they
get
can see whose credit card was used on the pump?
They're moving the bike back and forth.
Surely, unless it's a stolen card. Oh, he put it back.
And I have a
wow,
feeling
what a good Samaritan.
Be back on the road here, and now they've got full tanks, so they might be on the road for a while.
Okay. Full
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 people.
More than a dozen people here.
They got
on
13
look,
at least.
He's got a new tank, and now he can do a wheelie. This is one of the most ridiculous things, Eliana, I have ever witnessed.
It's pretty ridiculous, but it's also very dangerous, and it changes the whole dynamic for the CHP and for authorities here, because we're dealing with dozens of people now.
And you wonder if they're thinking, oh, we have strength in numbers, we can certainly get away, but if anything, now the CHP has more motorcycles to follow. All they need to get is one of these 12 or 14 people who are down there on the ground.
Shut them down, open up,
hopefully have them sing and you know, try to get the other people in trouble as well. They're all complicit.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Look at
any
this.
one of these guys can get detained, and the police will ask.
Yeah, this actually goes hard, bro. Look at this guy. Oh shit! Look at him.
But I can guarantee you, when they're facing possible jail time, that they're gonna give them their name, and that's
look
when,
at this.
they'll be able to get them, even if they're not able
All
to
right,
get
there's
them
too many. There's too many sounds. That was
more than anything to see the
There's too
efforts
many
that
sounds,
the CHP
dude.
and the LA County Sheriff's Department has gone
This is
through
out
in
of
the last
control.
hour or so to try to detain these guys.
This
and I
is
could
so
almost
out of
see
control.
the light at the end of the tunnel, because I was thinking they're probably
I
going to run out of
can't,
gas
bro.
here, and this is going to be over. The danger that they're posing to everyone on the roadway will have passed. But now that they've got full tanks and now they've got an army behind them, it really makes it more difficult for law enforcement.
Well, they also have a debit card information at that gas
That's what I
station
was
at a
saying,
timestamp
yeah.
of when, who paid for that and how much they paid.
That's what I was saying.
You know, I'm just throwing that out there.
Yeah, I have no doubt that eventually they'll catch these people. I'm just wondering how they're
They'll
going to
probably
do it.
catch
But
the one guy
Eliana, this
that
just ramps
paid.
it up for the CHP. They're just going to want to stop them more than ever. So while they
But
were
he could
simply
always- he
following
could always
just
just be
two
like, yeah,
motorcycle
you know,
riders, now they're going to be
my
more
car
determined
was
to
stolen,
bring
that
this
wasn't me.
to
Something
a
like that,
halt
unless
here,
they
because
match the
it's so
bike to him
dangerous for the
somehow.
other drivers.
Yeah, and I just got a note actually from one of my coworkers,
Look at these
and
guys.
he made an excellent point. We saw the friend pay for the gas.
Watch one of them
if
fall.
he used his own personal card, now they have his name. So
sure.
the officers are going to be able to go back to that Chevron gas station and get the information of the person who
look at that
at least paid
guy.
for the gas.
Oh.
So even if these guys are able to somehow
him go.
avoid the authorities and get away, they can simply go back to that gas station there off of Imperial and Success
That dude
and
in
get
the yellow
credit card
jacket's
information
pretty
for
good.
for the person who paid.
Of course, we're talking about people who clearly aren't thinking this through. They're just out for this joyride, having fun, thinking this is hilarious, and they're causing a great danger to the people out there in the community.
They're
It's so
showing
reckless.
off. They're showing off. And I really believe they know
Dude,
they're going to
LA
get
is
caught eventually, and they're just having fun.
wild
Yeah, I just really
place.
think that. Or he wouldn't be doing this. They'd be trying to get away.
How many people are we talking about now? Could you widen up just a
look
little
at
bit?
the guy in the red.
Yeah,
He's
let's put it now.
dancing.
I'm going to put it at about a
Yo,
dozen,
he's
but I think it's
dancing.
growing.
There's a cruiser.
Oh my God,
Yeah,
there's
like
more
18,
people
is that
now.
right?
I
Yeah.
counted at
Yeah.
about 18.
There's
Did you?
more.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it's really incredible. And as you said,
There's
just a
so
waste of
many
resources.
people
When you
now.
think about all that law enforcement in the LA area has gone through in the last week with our fires, being on tactical
Holy
alert this entire
shit.
time, which means they don't get to go home to their families.
1,
they
2,
have to
3,
stay on
4, 5,
shift for
6, 7,
very
8,
long shifts. And when they do get to go
Yeah,
home,
18,
it's very
19
short
maybe,
periods
if
of
this
rest
guy's in there
before they're
too.
back out on the front lines of the fires.
Is this
So
guy
it's
with them
really
too?
upsetting to know that people would just waste valuable resources like that and waste their time knowing everything
this looks
that our
like a
community is
Chinese
going through.
moped gang.
But again, until somebody falls off a bike and gets hurt, I don't think these guys are going to stop. I think they're just going to keep going for as long as they can. And now that the
They're
two
on
guys that
TikTok
kicked
now.
this off have full tanks, who knows how long we might be following.
And now we're overhead. Eliana, give us
Yo,
your
look at
exact
my man on
location.
the
We understand they've
four-wheeler.
made their way over to like the 110, 105
Look at
split.
this guy.
Yeah, and that's exactly where they're at. They're still on Imperial Highway, which runs parallel to the 105.
Bro, what is he doing?
Interwinds with the 105, but for the most part, it runs on the north side of the 105 through here. We're approaching Denver Avenue, so we are in South Los Angeles. We're not far from the 10 freeway.
Dude,
Widen up the shot.
at least,
There's,
I think
the
some of them have
nearest
helmets at
intersection,
least.
The major intersection coming up is going to be Hoover, and they continue to do wheelies up and down Imperial Highway here, and it's just dangerous because they could very easily fall. And a fall even at these speeds is still going to be very painful, and I have a feeling that if one of
Maybe
their
one
buddies were to
helmet?
fall, then hopefully that would bring things to an end and they try to render aid to their friend. But for now, they're still good to go. They've got full tanks, and they've got a little army here on Imperial Highway in the South Los Angeles area.
Makes you wonder if they were all together at some point earlier today, street racing or doing whatever, and then split up and then got back together. Because
Is this them? This is them. He's got 2,600 live, bro. What the? That's bro, what? Wait, who's this guy?
Oh
my God, bro, I can't.
To come out here to the South LA area with their off-road vehicles. As you said, none of them street legal. And as far as I can tell, most of them aren't wearing helmets. Some of them are, thank goodness. And so if they were to fall, it might help a little bit, but even with a helmet, a fall at these speeds would still seriously injure someone, if not kill someone, depending on the circumstances. But the two original guys, they're still there, buddies, right next to each other.
That's them.
Probably can't believe that they were able to get their friends to come out here in such numbers.
Here we go.
So we'll see what happens if those motor units come up and
here we go. We're back.
And try to do something.
How many people are there now? Oh.
Here's the motor units.
Oh, it's the coppers.
Kind of staying in trail. Here goes 5 of them.
Here we go.
So we got 5 in the squad car there. So we'll see.
But what do they do? They're just going to follow them around.
Here they are. They're kind of right in the middle of the pack. And we'll see what they try to do. Now the riders are aware, and they probably see those motor officers there, which are probably making them really worried now, because now they have equal access to wherever they go.
I mean, they could stick with them, but like...
Yeah, you got to fight fire with fire, as they say, right? Sometimes. I mean, this is at the point where you have to be on the motorbike to pursue these motorbikes. And they have 5 of them, of those motor units behind them, and as well as a CHP cruiser. Is it CHP or is it sheriffs that's in pursuit right now?
Let's see.
Dude, it looks
like
they have
CHP
so
unit
many
here,
people in there.
And the motors, I'm not sure if there's. It looks like.
LAPD?
Yeah, they're CHP.
They're CHP as well. Okay, so CHP.
No, they're all CHP.
All CHP. We have the CHP chopper tracking.
The thing is, these are all dirt bikes, so they could kind of off-road, and the cops can't follow them.
Started with 2 motorcyclists, which has now grown to some almost 20.
Right turn.
We're looking at. And they're on Imperial Highway and now getting off of Imperial Highway. Is that correct? In the Inglewood area, but on surface streets nonetheless. And
off-road.
This is a big gang, guys. This is
wrong side of the road.
Wrong side of the road. They were up on the sidewalk and doing whatever they can to kind of keep their group together.
This is ridiculous.
But the CHP is behind them with 5 of their motor units as well as a black and white. So. They can pop wheelies all they want to, but they're on to them.
I mean, it's more dangerous for the dudes riding.
It looks like they've been trying to communicate with each other.
If you're in a car, nothing's going to happen to you.
Signals. I would imagine that if this is going to end, that they're going to probably try to split up, and it would make it even harder for those motor officers to bring them all.
They're going to have to, and like 4 or 5 of them are going to get chased. And the rest are going to get away. But
those poor people walking across the street.
A few of them are going to be unlucky and get stuck on.
They turn north on Prairie. Unfortunately, we cannot go into that area because that's in the direct path of the planes coming into LAX. So we're going to have to watch them from a distance here. The 2 that I have on the screen here, let's see.
I wonder if one of these guys just splits off right now, if they would just ignore him.
This is the first suspect that was initially wanted for the assault on the officer. He's
people on the 4-wheelers are dunzo.
But they are pulling away from us.
Probably, yeah.
Unfortunately, we have to stay over the 105 freeway.
Probably, because you're not really going anywhere with that.
Let me come out to a wider shot. We'll go away from the
bikes are probably good.
There are the CHP 6 motors and at least one unit there in trail. All CHP officers. And you can see what they're doing. They're splitting cars up Inglewood Boulevard here, and they're going to continue. Officers are going to follow in the same pattern, but they're going to continue, and we'll see if they go. Maybe they'll go east or west here on one of the east-west streets, but for now they're still staying on Prairie.
I can't remember
seeing
something like this. A pursuit
this just looks ridiculous.
Some almost 20 motorbikes with CHP motorbikes, and I just can't even imagine how this is going to end. How does this, how do they apprehend them? They can't use spike strips. I mean, we can't do a pit maneuver. I mean, this is so unusual. What are the tactics that the motorbikes will use at this point to try and stop this, group and get the suspect that they want.
I don't think you can really do anything.
It's mostly intimidation, knowing that, oh, those cops behind us, they can stay up with us no matter where we go. If we make a U-turn, they can make a U-turn. If we go on a sidewalk, they can go on a sidewalk. If they go, if we go in an alleyway, they can go in an alleyway. If we decide to go cut through a park, they can cut through the park. So that's the intimidation factor that these units, these motor officers can say, basically, we're going to go wherever you go until you run out of gas, and then we'll make the arrest. Unfortunately, the two that initially were in the pursuit stopped. They had time to stop for fuel.
Yeah, stop and get gas. They let them stop and get gas.
Yeah, and CHP can also switch out, Gil. They can switch out their motor officers, so they are not going to run out of gas. We've seen that happen before where they will switch out units. But you mentioned the intimidation. These guys don't.
What do you think this guy in the car right here is thinking?
Fact, it seems like
he's probably like, "What the hell is going on?"
Waving to the helicopters that were overhead, showing off, doing wheelies on their cell phones, perhaps live streaming exactly what's happening.
They are live. Well, they are live streaming.
It's just ridiculous.
Come on, yeah.
And here we are in Manchester, heavy traffic there, red lights, and look at they're going right up into those cars. Now the motorcycle officers are pulling in there.
Look at this.
So that they can get through, but they are right on their tail. So they realize, hey,
he could just grab them
on their motorcycles can keep
just grab one of them.
We're in trouble because we're eventually going to need fuel. And we're going to have to jump off and run to get away from these guys.
Gosh, I've been looking at some of the top 10 motorcycles and with the longest range. And if any of these guys have one of these bikes, whether
but they're
it's
not
a Kawasaki
motorcycles.
or whatever it
they're
might
in dirt bikes.
It can go on a full tank.
These are motorcycles.
Miles. Yeah, so we are going into the LAX airspace right now, and so we are zooming in to this CHP pursuit of multiple motorbikes, and there you can see we're doing our best to keep up with it. But again, we are restricted from this airspace at LAX, and so that is where Sky 5 is right now, is outside of that airspace and trying to keep an eye on those motorbikes. Some 16, 17 of them, did we count?
We're screwed.
So it started out with 2, right? And then all of a sudden we saw them on the phone. We don't know if they were sometimes riding with no hands on their handlebars, on their cell phones.
Yeah, there he is.
So we're going to move on to some other news. Gil Levis will continue to keep up with this CHP pursuit of these multiple motorbikes, and as soon as we need to get back to this, we will. Thank you, Gil.
No shit.
From fighting the fires to fighting to recover.
They're pulling off of it. Oh shit! Wait. This is definitely new. Hold on. We're back. Yeah, we're in business. There's just no audio. This is definitely new. They're getting more gas, bro. How are they getting gas? $4.59 for a gallon is the real crime. It used to be a lot worse, no? How are they getting gas? Like, how do the cops not just pull up right now? Like, you'll pay for the gas? Good, they'll catch you with your credit card. You could pay for all the gas.
Well, good evening, everybody.
I'll let you pay for the gas.
On the web, this is Gil Levis up in Sky 5 along with my pilot, Anton Imler. We are over a pretty strange pursuit. It started with this blue motorcycle that's in the direct center of the screen. Here he goes, taking off right there. He's joined by the white motorcycle with the pink spokes, and we'll go around, Anton. Let's see. It looks like they're back on the move.
What happened? They had like 5 cops on bikes chasing them. What happened? Yeah, I'm confused too. Like, I think we all forgot that happened. Are they're just gonna let them get away with that? Because the original 2 people that were getting chased, they like ran into a cop on a bike to like pit him while he was chasing them. They're just gonna let that go?
Downtown LA off the 10 freeway. They went west. They went
maybe they know who it is already.
60 freeway. Eventually going down the 7.
I didn't see it on stream. I don't know if the news was on it when it happened, but that's what they were saying the whole time.
By several other motorcycles and a quad went into pursuit. They were eventually eastbound 10 freeway in the downtown, just south of downtown LA. They might be stopping under the bridge.
Are they? Uh-oh.
Keep going forward. They might have gone back the other way. Let's see.
Uh-oh. Where'd they go?
I haven't seen them come out. It's a very tricky spot here.
Are they following the under? They're following under the road?
Keep an eye on it. I'm going to look with the camera on the freeway.
Bro, they're gone.
Snuck on there.
They're gone.
I haven't seen them come out from underneath the...
They're not underneath it.
Freeway here.
They turned. So there's got to be a way for them to go under the road.
Orbit it, Anton, if you can. Yeah, orbit it, because if they pop out the other side, they can go along the side of it.
They're gone, man. Just like that. They're in cars right now. Check Instagram. No. Wait, someone's live streaming the escape? What? Imagine there was like a truck waiting under there and they all pulled up in the back of the truck and they left. Bottom left. Oh yeah, there's a bike. There's two right there. Yep. Dude, you can't even see that with how dark it is. Like there's no lights. They just pull off. You don't even notice it. I think they're full gone. GG's LAPD.
That's an Addy. That's an Addy. Daddy landmark.